Right now at Honda, find your kind of value with a low finance rate offer on selected Civic hatch and sedan models. There's never been a better time to get into a Civic, so talk to your local dealer and let's help you into a Honda today. T's and C's apply. Ends August 31st. See website for details.
You're listening to the Betoota Advocate's weekly news wrap on Desert Rock FM 96.5.
G'day, I'm Bruce Hitchcock, and you're listening to the weekly Betoota News Bulletin, coming to you from Koala Studios in downtown Betoota. Here are the top stories from the Betoota Advocate, Australia's oldest and most respected newspaper. Beginning with national news this week, and somehow Barnaby's tell-all interview about how he rooted an employee has failed to repair his reputation and his career. In a shocking twist, Barnaby Joyce's political career is still in tatters, even after telling the entire country the intricate details behind his sexual affair with a much younger staffer, who he actually ended up impregnating. In the interview that literally everyone told him was a bad idea, the former Deputy Prime Minister revealed that he knew he'd impregnated his staffer in mid-2017, around the same time as his citizenship drama, but that he went on to fight a by-election without revealing his personal situation anyway. I suppose I was living a lie, Joyce conceded at the end of his $150,000 interview this week. Peter Downham from the Flight Path District texts Clancy, our editor this week, asking why Barnaby didn't blame the whole thing on Stilnox or Ambien. Elsewhere around the country, and our reporters spoke to a local dolphin this week about the new range of reusable plastic bags that are set to be released. Our reporters headed out to the saltwater board drain to speak to Fred, the Bottlenose dolphin, about his desire to try the new range of shopping bags. Fred said he's looking forward to having a different type of plastic bag drifting around his home, and is curious as to what it will taste like.
I am a bit sick of these single-use bags. I've been eating them for years. Don't get me wrong, I enjoy eating them as much as the next dolphin. But I've had enough to last me a lifetime. I'll be 2 in July, and that's basically all I've had to eat besides the odd barra and barbecue chicken.
And residents in Sydney's western suburbs have been treated to their very own vivid light show this week, with an incredible display of bumper-to-bumper brake lights on the M4. Now in its 9th year, Vivid Sydney celebrates the technology and arts of the harbour city, with innovative and awe-inspiring installations designed to astonish the flocking crowds, and most importantly, not disturb the neighbours. In a festival first this year, a stunning lights display has been rolled out into the heart of Western Sydney, as weeknight commutes will now feature bumper-to-bumper brake lights glowing up and down the M4 from Ashfield to Penrith. New South Wales Premier Gladys Berejiklian said, "The great thing about the light show is that it'll cost the people of Western Sydney absolutely nothing, except for the cost of the new M4 toll that her government introduced for a road that had already been paid for. But apart from that, it's free." In other news, a report has confirmed that there are at least 16 towns or cities around the country that believe they have a panther lurking in their shire. The report found that there must be at least 20 big cats stalking the countryside, with each supposed sighting somehow relating to a wild yarn about a big cat escaping from a travelling circus. One man from Cessnock, who claims to have spotted a panther, said this to The Advocate.
What does this fucking study even mean, huh? That towns like mine claim to have a panther. We have a fucking panther. I've seen it with my own eyes. I'm sick of trying to convince people.
He then pulled out a 2011 Hawaii T-Mobile Prism and showed our reporters grainy photos of something that looked like a big dog amongst some long grass, and said,
"Look at these fucking photos. If you don't take these as proof, then there's no point in talking anymore."
Our reporters told him they thought it was time to leave. And back home in Betoota, there's some sad news this week, with a young woman literally dying after skipping her morning coffee. The 24-year-old public relations professional was discovered unresponsive by co-workers on Wednesday and has tragically passed away in Royal Betoota Base Hospital this morning. Annie Narada of Betoota Hills was complaining of dizziness to her colleagues due to skipping her morning coffee after running late. The spokesman from the ambulance services said,
Yet around 12:30 Eastern Time, ambulance crews were called to an address in the Old City District in response to a woman found unresponsive at her desk. The woman was transported to Royal Betoota Base Hospital in the French Quarter, where she tragically passed away some time ago. Our thoughts are with her family at this time. That is all for now. Thank you.
And in the sporting world, a Year 12 student has blown away his classmates this week with an inspiring rendition of Gus Gould's pre-game origin speech. 17-year-old Tony Martin from the Betoota Heights area performed the first run of his 4-minute major work in front of the class on Wednesday and drew a rapturous applause from all who looked upon it. Standing in front of a projector, playing a montage of iconic origin moments set to a Hans Zimmer score, he began with,
"It'll be violent, it'll be brutal. These players, these men, these warriors, they'll enter the cordon tonight and they'll fight for it all. We cringe at the cruelty, but it'll be compelling viewing. You won't be able to look away."
He finished with, "Enjoy your origin, folks," before dropping the microphone and walking off stage as his classmates were reduced to tears. Anyway, that's it for the news wrap this week. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast in order to get your weekly fix of real, unfiltered, and unwavering regional news. Until next week, I'm Bruce Hitchcock.
Right now at Honda, find your kind of value with a low finance rate offer on selected Civic hatch and sedan models. There's never been a better time to get into a Civic, so talk to your local dealer and let's help you into a Honda today. T's and C's apply. Ends August 31st. See website for details.